welcome back, attendees, to Thursday. I'm going to apologize. We don't have video today, as our videographer is having dinner with his future in-laws, question mark?
He has to go to dinner.
Has to go to dinner.
He
So
gets to go to dinner, man.
no, that's a good mindset to have, is that he gets to go to dinner.
That's what he's told to say.
It's a privilege.
Yeah, that's what the old ball and chain tells him. It's in the script.
Yes, for sure. All right. Well, we have a sweet treat for our listeners. I think you guys are going to enjoy this just as much as we are. Carter and I are going to be testing, taste testing a dessert that our good friend and co-host, and just in life in general, not just in the podcast, Austin, we're going to taste what he brought us.
And I'm going to be sitting here looking at their faces trying to decide if they like it or not.
Describe to us the dessert again.
Yeah, what's the name?
Okay, so this is a dessert made by my grandma. One of my favorites that
Shout
she
out
makes.
Austin's grandma.
Shout out grandma. It's called apple pudding cake. Apples were picked straight from their tree.
Ooh.
It's
Pudding
got
straight from the horse's hoof.
Yes, and it's got some nice zest to it.
Ooh.
Nice
and I'm
little zest.
zesty.
And yeah, that's all I really can say. Let the taste do the rest of
Yeah.
the talking.
So Carter, looking at it, what do you think of presentation?
Presentation, well, we've got it in a
Dixie. Yeah, no, this is
paper-
Dixie brand.
Oh,
Paper
we're
bowl.
going bougie paper for today.
Prime time. Plastic spoons. Those are supplied by the Lyman household, actually.
Thank you, Lyman household.
We
Common household.
yeah, we popped it in the microwave for 20 seconds, so it should be supposedly prime time.
It is prime time.
It is prime time.
So
I get really excited when I see this stuff, and I
Okay.
would commit several crimes just for this.
Wow.
So I took a spoon and dug out a corner. So we got some, looks like cream cheese frosting on the top.
Oh, it is not cream cheese
Is that
frosting.
I think that's the pudding.
that's the
right?
pudding.
No way.
That's the pudding cup.
Wow.
So do I have a good ratio of cake to pudding
Yes,
here.
the pudding. I would say more pudding to cake.
Some surprise crunch in there. I wasn't
That's the apple, I think.
I wasn't expecting the crunch texture. Very enjoyable.
Is it
though.
apple? I was gonna say I thought it was like a nut.
It might have nuts in it. I don't know. I never pay attention. I freaking scarf it down.
He doesn't chew it.
He goes, wait, like you feel it?
You guys got the texture?
10 out of 10 approve of
Yeah.
Austin's grandma's cake.
And that's why
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
right before football, I did some bulking season, and I was simply just eating the cakes that she made, and that's all I required.
That is bulking season.
The ultimate dirty bulk.
I was very much dirty bulking. I looked like Brock Lesnar.
Well, it's got some good like fall spice to it.
Yeah, it's very folly, man.
Yeah.
It gets me pumped up for Christmas. If you're having this stuff, oh, dude,
It's close to Christmas time.
it's close to Christmas time.
That's a good feeling.
Actually, what are we doing for a Tender Mercies Christmas?
A Christmas special.
A Christmas
Good
special.
question.
Ooh.
Ooh, you know what we should do? Is make a video with Colby, get all of you guys back together, and do
That
like a
would be
Christmas
good.
That would
video.
actually be awesome.
Everybody, yeah. We might need to upgrade our equipment before then, just to get everybody in on that.
That would be a lot of fun. So,
Speaking of which, has Spikeball responded?
ooh, I actually haven't been on Instagram, I don't think, since the last time we recorded. Which people are like, wow, good for you. No, I've just been doing homework since then.
Guys trying to get a different career other than podcasting.
No, I just have to make sure I have a backup. I don't think I'll need it, but,
Sure, I didn't hear much from you on the cake. Did you like it, dude?
No, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
did you like it?
I loved it.
Mine's gone.
Yeah, Carter's is gone. See, that's what I'm telling you. I scarfed that stuff down, so when you guys said there's texture in there, I said,
Woohoo.
What
Yeah,
texture?
man?
So, yeah, I sent him a message 23 hours ago, and still no response.
Wow.
Wow.
Slow.
You
For such a
know,
good offer.
must
I think
be.
we might need to start small. I'm going to be completely honest with you. El
Fine,
Coops.
let's reach out to Slammo.
But speaking of starting small, small businesses, guess who I just saw at my sister's volleyball scholarship signing?
I'm going to say Kyson Burden.
Kyson the man bird, and
I don't know
Good
why
guy.
he was there. I'm gonna be completely honest.
his daughter plays volleyball.
Oh,
And so,
really?
Yeah, so his daughter, I believe is her name. I'll bleep that out because we don't want. We should be just outing their family on a podcast. But
They're pretty much out there anyways. But
yeah, no, but yeah. So he was there and came over and was like, "This is pretty cool, man." And I was like, "Yep, really cool."
What do you think about the ad read, eh?
I almost asked him, but
I don't think
actually, I almost did ask him if he was a listener to like see what he thought.
So I've been posting about it, and he follows me on Instagram, obviously, and he was like the very first episode we filmed, he was like, "I'm not much of a podcaster, man. What is this thing?" And then he was like, "Yeah, I think Trey's would be really good at that. He strikes me as like a sportscaster kind of guy." I was like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely like sportscasting."
Yep,
Yep.
we are.
Listen.
And Carter just finished that cake in 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
He absolutely shoved that down his
Whatever you gotta say to get them listening, man, and then they're hooked.
Let's get a replay on that cake eating.
Throw
Slow
up the
motion.
instant replay.
I'm gonna cut that out. That sucked.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
No, that was
That
terrible.
sounded
I
like
could
a
do it.
Mexican version, man. I'm watching Nacho Libre.
Speaking of the holiday cake, can we talk about Christmas traditions?
Yeah. Well, should we do that a little bit closer to Christmas?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
we
good
probably
idea,
should.
yeah.
Hey, what about Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving
Just some
traditions.
Thanksgiving traditions.
Well, my family, we do something that Americans rarely do. We overeat on Thanksgiving.
I thought you were gonna say give thanks.
Oh, well, that too. Actually.
Yeah, America's man, the Americas. So describe that to me.
The overeating.
Yeah.
Oh, the old Thanksgiving mashup, man.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you, the worst Thanksgivings I ever had in my life was when I was the 4 years in high school when I was wrestling. Actually,
Oh,
only the last 2
no.
years of high school because I had to make weight then, and
That's
yeah,
the worst.
Thanksgiving's like towards the beginning of football season or wrestling season. No, it is, yeah. And so I couldn't pound town at Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It's depressing.
That's an interesting term there, for eating food. I myself do not do that at Thanksgiving. It's actually going back to our first episode, Trey. What's the guy's name that's like Steve Wilkos?
Who?
Remember you said daily quotes by
Oh, final thoughts with Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer. Yeah, and he said, if you're, what did he say?
Oh
If you-
yeah.
Hey, if you're going into the bathroom with someone that from the Thanksgiving table, stop and don't. Take care of yourself and each other. This is Jerry Springer with final thoughts.
And
Solid
there you have it.
advice.
And that's what you don't do.
Agreed. That's not part of our family traditions.
And that's
needless
not
to
the
say.
kind of pound town we want. We want eating.
Yeah, we want
that
eating.
turkey.
So, that'll be a good draft today. Actually, we haven't done a draft in a while, but
True.
we haven't done it since the
Not
last
just the
Thursday,
Little Debbie's.
Little Debbie's.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
But let's do a draft right now. I just thought of this, so I haven't thought of my answers. But let's do a Thanksgiving food draft
Okay. So favorite foods
from Thanksgiving.
from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay.
All across the board, desserts and
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, you have to try to draft the best Thanksgiving meal, right? Because you have
Okay.
4 options, right?
Okay.
So you don't have to necessarily do this, but like a protein, 2 sides,
Dessert.
and a dessert, or however you want to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
about
Okay.
it. Does anyone here want to start?
I can start.
okay,
I have-
Carter
I
wants
have
to
a-
start.
Carter's ready because
and
he
then-
goes pound town.
Yeah, we'll go Carter,
Man,
Austin,
I
me.
know. First of all, for like my protein, that full slab on your plate, maybe a controversial choice, but I'm not going turkey. I want
Really.
I think that's a good
I know
choice.
exactly what he's going with.
ham.
Yep.
Always ham.
I'm not a ham guy.
Really?
I like pork, okay? And I like sliced ham from the deli, which is fake, but
That's why we like it.
that's why we like it. But like straight ham slabs, man, like cut straight off,
Huh.
I do not like it.
See, that's interesting because for me, when it comes to like sandwich meat, I'll go turkey over ham. But like Thanksgiving style, like cutting it off the bird or the pig
Off the
for
bone.
ham,
The bird,
then I'll take
the ham bird.
Be sure to be grateful
Okay.
for your ham-birds this year.
Interesting. For my protein, I'm going with the classic turkey.
Good call.
Yeah. I'm a big chicken guy, and turkey's close enough.
Yeah. I think you guys are taking obviously the first two proteins.
Yeah.
And I've had chicken at Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So I think I'll just go with chicken, just
Okay.
because I think that's probably the most respectable third.
Yeah.
I've had like shredded beef a time or two,
Really.
like very rarely.
Dang, you got the bougie freaking Thanksgivings, bro.
Well,
never
it
heard
helps.
those
It
two.
helps when you have two Thanksgivings a year, because of divorced parents.
That's
Mm.
true. That's true.
Yeah, you get to try a lot more foods. You get to
My one side just doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I just have one.
ooh,
But not
I haven't.
married.
I'll say I haven't celebrated Thanksgiving with one half of that family in years. So, it's probably been about 12 years. So,
All right.
no, but yeah. So yeah. So I'll go chicken. I think that's probably the best choice. And then for a side, I'm gonna go mashed potatoes and gravy. I think.
Oh
Mm.
man, that's a good one.
Solid.
Yeah, I'm a somewhat of a hoe for
Yes.
the mashed potatoes and
for the
gravy.
potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
White
White
country
gravy. White country
White
gravy.
Okay.
Really?
Not brown gravy.
Okay. Brown. I'm a brown gravy kind of guy.
Both are good.
Turkey gravy, actually. My grandma makes homemade turkey gravy.
That's good too.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
she makes the same one that makes the cake.
Yeah. Oh, so
So,
she's just killing it in
She's
the kitchen.
absolutely killing it in the kitchen,
Good for her.
which is
God bless.
how it should be.
We're gonna start a podcast for your grandma called "Killing It in the Kitchen,"
killing
where
it in the kitchen.
she just goes over
Just-
her recipes,
Yeah.
Throws down.
Yeah.
Absolutely throws
and
down.
She
it'll
does.
be us just like taste testing her food and rating it.
Dude, she makes. Oh my gosh, another one of her. Oh man, another one of her good recipes. She makes pies.
Ooh,
She makes a coconut cream pie.
That's
Oh
a
my
good. That's
gosh.
good.
Oh,
That's deadly.
dude. Oh
I
man,
love coconut.
that
man.
is so good. All right,
These are gonna be so many good audio clips right here.
but just constantly grunting into the mic. Oh.
So what's your
My second one, probably macaroni, like some homemade macaroni.
and
Oh,
cheese?
really?
Yeah.
Like mac and
Okay.
cheese?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang it, that was
interesting.
kind of my second. I was hoping that one would slide far enough down, but that's okay.
Yeah, the one with the little
Like the
crumbs,
crust-
the
yeah, like
crumbs
the
that are all.
breadcrumbs on top.
Oh.
Oh, I don't see. I'm not a huge fan of the breadcrumbs on top.
No.
What?
No,
Dang.
Huh.
I want a nice like crisp melted cheese on top.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, my family doesn't really do mac and cheese. for-
My
for
families
Thanksgiving.
haven't, but going forward, like my family tradition
You're
will
going
be.
to
Yeah,
instill
no,
that,
100%.
Okay. See, we're not a big sides family, so we'll have like 2 sides, and we're
And just that main.
just
that
the main course, man. We're
Yeah.
just throwing that slabs of meat up on that plate, stacking them high.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, Carter.
Well, for me, my I don't really know what the name of it is, but I have an aunt that makes like this. It's like sweet potato. It's almost like mashed
Yams.
sweet potatoes. Yeah, or yams, and they're just like
And marshmallows in it.
marshmallows. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
marshmallows
okay.
and
Yeah,
brown
really.
sugar and stuff.
Yep.
So love that. You
I've
could
heard
honestly
about that
pretty
stuff.
much count it as a dessert. It's like so sweet.
But it's a
but-
side. It's a
but
side.
it's a side.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's so
side
good.
for sure. Then you got another one.
Yeah.
The second
Oh
side.
yeah, it's me again.
Yep.
I'll just go with stuffing. I like stuffing.
Good call.
A good
Classic
stuffing. I
stuffing.
don't like when there's a lot of onions in my stuffing.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I can do without.
Okay. Dang, that's a dessert. I was thinking of something. Like I said, we're not a big sides family.
You can go 2 desserts.
Can I go 2 desserts?
Oh no, this can be however you want to make
Okay,
your
I'm going
ideal
2
meal.
desserts. We make a Jello that has fruit in it, like
Yeah.
raspberries and stuff,
Mm.
and then whipped cream on top. Good stuff.
Okay.
Sounds nice.
It's like
Yeah.
a raspberry Jello pudding stuff.
Yeah, and do you mix the whipped cream into it?
you can.
That's how
Uh,
I do it. and
I
it is
like
so
I like
good.
lots of whipped cream on the top. So I'm
Either
so
way, yeah.
either way.
Awesome. I'm gonna go rolls.
Oh man, we have
I
those.
didn't even.
We have rolls.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Like a good homemade roll. My grandma makes some mean rolls, man.
I want to say that dinner rolls at Thanksgiving are like the center of the football team,
Yes.
where
Oh yeah.
nobody thinks about it until they suck. And then everybody's like, goodness gracious, what's wrong with the rolls? Or what's wrong with the center? Why can't we get a snap right?
So true, dude.
They're the unsung heroes.
Yeah,
They're the Jason
exactly.
They
Kelseys
are.
of the world.
They're
Those
the
are
invisible
things,
glue.
Those are the things you make sandwiches out of later, or
Yeah,
even
exactly.
during.
Oh, I'm saying
Those
I'm a
leftover-
huge like sandwich during.
Yeah,
Like that's
sandwich
how I put
during.
that's how
Well,
I put my meals
it's
down.
bread.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a delicacy to
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
And me.
yeah.
My grandma, she wouldn't make bread all year. She would save up all of her flour and make some bread rolls at Thanksgiving. We'd only get about 5 or 6.
That was in Taylor.
That was in Taylor. And so you usually got about a quarter of a half. So
As for me in Snowflake, my grandma was pumping out pans of piping hot dinner rolls, pan after pan after
All
pan.
year long.
All year long, actually.
Carter was like, oh, rolls again at Thanksgiving? Come on.
Meanwhile, me and Trey are getting morsels over here.
I'm licking the pan that my grandma made it on. I'm like, I can still taste the butter. Oh, jeez.
Now you're on your dessert.
Yeah,
right?
onto my
Okay.
dessert. I'm gonna go just very basic. I love it. I actually made one. I put into the oven a pre-made store-bought version, but pumpkin pie.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
That's
Like currently, it's in the oven.
No. I
Oh.
made this a couple
You
days
left it
ago.
at
Oh,
home.
okay.
Made it a couple days ago, and
He's
I
really
was
testing
actually gonna
the
bring
oven.
it for recording, but then it one night I cut me a little slice and forgot to put it back in the fridge.
Oh, you
Came
want to
out.
know something controversial? Cut a slice right out of the middle of the pie.
Like in what shape? Like a circle?
triangle.
A
Triangle.
like a normal pie-shaped piece, but right in the middle.
But
Right,
just
right in the
so
middle.
no crust?
No crust.
That's a war crime, man.
You want to get a family? You want to get some family drama going? Do that.
If you want the whole pie for yourself, do that.
Yep, absolutely.
Fair, I
Actually,
guess.
if you want the whole pie for yourself, just reach in there with your hand and grab whatever you want.
Scoop that
Just
sucker.
lick the whole top and go, good pumpkin this year. Good harvest.
Good harvest.
Something super interesting though about pumpkin pie. I'm not big into the pumpkin flavor and like the whole pie flavor, so I try to drown it out with whipped cream.
No, I mean whipped cream does add a whole nother element that is so good.
Yeah, you
but-
gotta add a lot on there. Dang, my dessert, dude. Shoot. Crap, dude, you got me. You got me on that. Ooh, oh, something my grandma makes also. Pumpkin squares. They've got cream cheese on the top. It's kind of like a cake.
Yeah,
Um,
and then kind of like a pumpkin pie filling underneath, and then like a crust.
no. So imagine a cake. What are those rolls? Those cake rolls?
The crescent rolls.
Like this, like spiral. They look like a little
They
spiral.
look like a
type?
spiral, and you cut a slice out of it.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but just like pumpkin rolls.
Pumpkin rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, pumpkin rolls.
So it's like the cake of a pumpkin roll, baked into a normal cake with cream cheese frosting on top.
So almost like a pumpkin roll
cake.
unrolled.
Yeah. Yes.
It just never got rolled
My
up.
CTE got a little ahead of me there, but yeah, pumpkin roll unrolled.
Nice.
Unrolled pumpkin roll.
That
Pumpkin
sounds like a
roll.
documentary. The
Pumpkin roll 2 unrolled.
The pumpkin roll unrolled.
The pumpkin
Dang,
roll.
That sounds good.
Colon unrolled.
though.
New
I-
podcast idea.
Tender mercies. Colon merciless. I don't know. So that wasn't
a
that
good
good, but yeah. Yeah. So you're going with the unrolled pumpkin roll.
Unrolled pumpkin roll.
Carter, your last pick.
Wow. All right.
Carter goes,
We're
and
back to-
I love to have a wife.
Back to
at
Tuesdays.
Thanksgiving."
Back to Tuesdays.
Yeah,
podcast.
can't wait to introduce the wife to the family.
Kay and Rhonda are like listening to this, like, wait, has he been seeing somebody?
Dude,
You'll
Rhonda
meet-
would be pissed.
gosh.
She would be pissed.
Rhonda's got
Well,
my-
rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean,
Rhonda knows everything, man.
she knows everything. She's trying to get this guy.
We need to get Rhonda on the
booed
podcast.
up. Yeah, we
You
do.
Rhonda's been on a couple podcasts.
Yeah,
My wife listened to one.
The pop one, pop run.
Pop
Yeah.
Run Radio. Yeah,
Is that the one with the cookie lady?
she also guests with my mom.
Oh,
on one of
okay.
them.
I
But
knew
it's
one of them.
ran by
I'm drawing such a blank right now.
Brewer and
Oh,
Mills.
Mills.
Yes.
Jackie
Yeah.
Mills. And,
I don't know why I can't remember
Yeah.
their
Or
first
Jackie
names. They're like my
Brewer,
mom's
I
best
don't know.
friends, but
Anyways,
My mom was on that podcast.
Oh, was she really?
Yeah.
oh,
no
heck yeah.
way. That's awesome.
She in the one episode that my wife watched of that, she said she's trying to set up her daughter with you.
Wait, who?
The
Oh, the
cookie lady, yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
so who's the cookie lady?
The new cookie place in Sholo,
Twisted Sugar?
Yeah.
Twisted
Twisted
Sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah. The owner of that is trying to.
I don't know who the Twisted Sugar owners are.
I don't either.
They're not from here. They're from the valley. but-
Gotcha. I went to Twisted Sugar though. I've had their cookies a couple times, and they're great.
Man, that's you. Oh, you.
They're solid. Dude, I'm a sucker for those cookies because any dessert that's like just real dense.
Yeah.
I like that. I really
Dense.
like that.
Yeah,
Just real
very.
dense.
Real dense. I don't want any air in my dessert, man.
I get enough of that breathing.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're throwing some filler in that somewhere, man. Because those
Seriously.
cookies are They look like they weigh.
Best cookie from Twisted Sugar. Go. Wait, did you do your last pick already?
No, I didn't actually.
Do your last pick, and then we're gonna do an ad read in which we pick our favorite cookies from Twisted Sugar. Go.
Okay. Since pumpkin pie was talked about, my grandma would usually make like pecan cinnamon rolls. Homemade
Okay.
Pecan cinnamon
Oh,
rolls.
okay.
Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Love those. Very good.
So pecan or pecan or pecan.
My dad says pecan.
pecan.
Oh, actually, can I change my
Oh.
answer?
ahead.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
That's where I thought you were going with
love,
that.
Love that stuff.
I hate that.
I
It's
don't know why I
probably the
didn't
worst.
Think about that.
I'm sorry, Carter, but I think that is the worst
Oh,
Thanksgiving
bro.
dessert.
It's just because of how it looks, bro. It's
No.
just 'cause of
Yeah,
how
it looks like
looks.
somebody dropped a.
It looks like a HUD in a pie sheet, man.
So, yeah. So, Twisted Sugar just opened up in Charlotte, right across the street from the hospital at where I work. And we've had those cookies, I think, on 3 separate occasions. And I have a clear favorite on which one's the best, and I've tried a number of them.
Okay.
And it is the banana cream cookie. Without a doubt.
Really?
That cookie is so good.
My thing is, I don't like tasting banana cream
Really?
ever.
Really?
So,
Wow, this is going to be a real divide in the
Uh,
co-hosts.
but the brownie cookie, however, that's the one that is brown. It's
Fitting
just
description.
it's
So-
just brown and it looks like a brownie.
I haven't had
but
that
it's
one, I
a
don't
cookie.
think.
So it's
that
just real
one-
chocolate.
That one is hashtag bussin'.
Busted.
And that one is
as
good.
the kids say.
as the youngsters be saying these days. And therefore that's my cookie.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, the only cookies I haven't even been to their shop. The only cookies I've had from Twisted Sugar was when the Sholo Snowflake game was going on.
Yes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they did the Lobo and Cholo. Yeah, the
and-
Lobo Cougar
but
cookies.
As far as I can tell, those were just their normal sugar cookies.
Yes.
right?
Those are
Just
good.
Died,
Those are actually really good too.
but love those. So,
Well, they are so good.
yeah. I like them. I like crumble too. 'Cause
And-
it's
and it-
very similar.
Ooh,
yeah, I would
yeah,
say
crumble.
essentially it's very similar in business and everything else.
Crumble, dude, you get 4 cookies for like $30. And those cookie places are all kind of the same price wise, but man, they make up for it in flavor. And
good.
Crumble sucks because you can only get the flavors of the month. You can't get your own cookies, whereas you can with Twisted Sugar. Yeah.
So Twisted Sugar does have like a pretty big selection of cookies, and then they usually will have like anywhere from 2 to 5 like flavors of the month that
Yeah,
come and go.
and I
really?
like that. I like
need
that
to
you
go
can choose
there
your
and
own.
actually look.
Whereas Crumble lets you just choose whatever the flavor of the month is, and I don't want that.
No, Twisted Sugar, you're doing it right.
You're doing it right.
God bless Twisted Sugar.
God bless.
Jeez. All right. Well, get yourselves on up to Twisted Sugar. Let them know you heard about it. You've heard about them on the Tender Mercies podcast, and just see the kind of discount that you get.
It's yeah.
You're in for a surprise.
Just wait till you see the look on that cashier's face.
I'll tell you this right now. Tell them who Rhonda Solomon is and who Carter Solomon is, and you'll get you some cookies.
No, they won't know me. Just talk to them about my mom.
just say, hey, Rhonda Solomon, she's got a hot son.
I love these sound bites we're gonna get. Oh man.
Who knows? It might get you a discount. They might feel bad for you or something. They might think something's wrong
Oh,
with you.
Carter.
Oh,
Poor
man.
kid. We'll get you a discount.
Or if
take him
you...
we'll give you a discount if you take him a cookie.
Oh, please.
Oh man, Carter been getting all kinds of cookies.
Oh
I did
jeez.
eat a lot when they did that, like the Sholo versus Snowflake thing, man.
Yeah.
I got there and they were all gone. I got there a
Right.
little late, and
Well, that was
they...
like it was right when I got home from my mission. That was like a week. That was the second. Yeah, that was the second game after I got home.
Oh, wow.
So.
Yeah, that was, huh? Yeah.
Jeez, I've been
Okay.
home a long time then. I've seen multiple seasons come and go since I've been home.
Dang. Yeah,
When I
know.
got home when
Wait, is this still part of the ad read?
no. Thank you, Twisted Sugar, for letting us do an ad read. So
And you're welcome.
and you're welcome.
Quick question: are you splitting those ad reads, or are they just kind of running into the?
I haven't even edited yesterday's.
Okay.
So,
But you're doing it to where the ad read's separate from the actual.
yeah, we'll split it up and
This time we can actually record without stopping every
yeah.
30 minutes.
Or what we could do is just like one day come in and record a bunch, and then we don't even have to do an ad read in the middle of an episode. We could just insert them wherever.
Just put 'em in. That'd be nice.
That
Yeah.
would be.
We'll do that. We'll do that at some point. Let's this week put together a list of places that want us to do an ad
Man,
read
we're
for.
running out of
I like
local
that.
places.
Um,
Snowflake doesn't have much.
speaking of which, though, I took Tally, my son, and Colby, his fiancee Celeste, Kaya, my sister-in-law, and my mother-in-law Lindsay. Oh, I was trying to remember all who went. I couldn't remember.
So basically, all of your in-laws.
Almost, except for Joe. I think he was sleeping. We went over to our new apartment today, let him see it, and I went out into the backyard just to kind of get a feel for what my dog's gonna be getting himself into.
You were on all
Mhm.
fours running around.
Yeah,
You gotta
Lot of-
become the dog.
a lot of bullheads out there, man. My knees were
You're like,
knees were
You
shredded.
start, "Arr, arr."
And what did I see on the side of my house? Why, a solar power reader with the positive solar sticker slapped right on there.
That
Boom.
you are. That you are right. What brand inverter was it? Did you look in very closely?
No,
Okay.
I have no
Sorry.
idea
You
what an
didn't check the
inverter is.
inverter brand?
I'm a nerd
What
for
the
this
heck,
stuff.
dude?
Well, you're welcome to come check it out anytime.
Trey, I'm gonna show up without you knowing, and I'm just gonna go look.
I like look at check my dog,
And I'm
And
just sitting there
Austin's just
playing.
running. Austin's just running around my backyard.
Oh yeah.
Austin
man.
isn't gonna need to come check it out because if that sucker was installed by Positive Solar,
He'll never need to look at it
no
again.
problems happening there, man.
Oh man, you stop that right there.
That was getting a little dangerous right there. A little
I
close.
will say that the inverters that we buy from these big companies, sometimes they suck.
Really
Yeah, they just blow up.
terrible. That's why you go with a small company like Positive Solar.
Brad Tate.
I know that
He-
guy. He was
he
my eighth
got-
grade coach,
Oh yeah, okay.
or was he my freshman coach?
I don't
One
know
of
if
the
I
two.
can't remember if it was Brad. It was one of the Tates. Anyways, he had a ground mount, right? And they had a surge. Dude, it blew up everything. Like
Jeez.
literally blew up.
Dang,
It's pretty gangster.
did he burn his house down?
No, just the ground mount.
That's good.
Yeah, it was pretty gangster.
It was so sweet to see that thing blow up.
So epic.
Yeah, dude. Blew up all the freaking panels, the inverter. For those of you solar geeks out there,
There's so many of them
For
listening
all our
right
many
now.
solar.
oh, I
geek
hope there's so
listeners.
many solar geeks listening. Yeah, man. If you know, you know.
Uh, so let's get into a little bit of pop culture here, if you will.
Oh, I don't know what we're doing with this. but
You're
I'm
you're
be
gonna know the
s-
two names
I'm
that
gonna be so bad.
Oh no.
you're gonna know the two names. Travis Kelce.
Oh my
How did I-
god.
Taylor
how did I
Swift.
know
Oh
you were gonna
my
say that?
god.
No, so did you hear about last night in Argentina?
Argentina?
No.
So Taylor Swift is back on tour, right?
Okay.
She's in Argentina, or not that she's back on tour. Her tour has now resumed.
Okay.
She's in Argentina, and she is singing "Karma," which at the time of her writing "Karma," she's dating Joe Alwyn.
How many guys has she dated within the past 2 years?
Two.
Two.
Joe Alwyn and Travis Kelce.
Who is
unless
Joe
you-
Alwyn?
Well, hold on, and then if you count
Sounds like somebody with a
Matt, or is it Joe Healy, Matt Healy, something like that. the lead singer from the 1975. If you count that, then 3, but that was more of like a stupid fling I heard.
Okay,
Uh,
quick tangent
yeah.
here. Joe Alwyn sounds like somebody trying to say Allen with a speech impediment.
Well, so he is he is I think English or British. What I don't know if there's a difference, but
Oh, Alwyn.
Joe Alwyn.
Joe Allen. Oh no, Joe Alwyn.
So she was dating Joe Alwyn, who's like a B-list actor in the UK, and so Taylor Swift in the song Karma is talking about the guy. Karma is the guy on the screen coming back home to me, right? Which is a reference to Joe Alwyn.
Okay.
Now, that reference is pretty vague, so I think that a lot of Swifties really didn't catch up on that. But last night in Argentina, with Travis Kelce in attendance, sings, Karma is the guy on the Chiefs coming back home to me.
Really?
So.
Oh, so does that mean they're done?
It's serious. They're serious. They're very serious.
Wow.
And somebody in the crowd was sitting pretty close to the like press box where Travis was watching, and they get a video. And so Travis is in that box with Taylor's dad. Taylor's dad is wearing a Chiefs lanyard.
Oh
boy,
man, he's got the dad roped in. It's real.
And Taylor's dad, when she sang that, turned to him and was like, "Oh, that's you." And no, so you hear that and you're like, okay, like they're for real. Then, as the show ended, Travis had to have left a little bit early, got down like right off of the stage, and as soon as it ended, she saw him, she ran over to him and gave him a kiss, and I'm like, wow. Like this couple's going somewhere.
Yeah, hold on. So she's had a lot of relationships.
Sure.
Everybody knows that.
But who here hasn't? Who here hasn't?
Slowly raise his hand.
I cannot attest to not having that. Now here's the deal. Okay, Taylor Swift. I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeful it's gonna work out.
Really?
Because of how many guys she's dated.
I don't think Travis cares. And to be honest, if I were Travis, I wouldn't care.
Well, I don't think he cares about how many guys she's dated. I just think that her track record just isn't great. Not that she hasn't dated, like it's. I'm not saying all the guys she's dated is bad. It's just, I'm wondering if you got to sit there and wonder, is she the problem? You know,
she could be, but I doubt it. No, I'll be honest. I think everyone has their issues, and
for sure.
I think that Taylor is also in a position where she can be a little bit more picky.
Yeah.
And so, like, does she have her issues? Sure. But I think that for, like, a lot of people who are in situations where it's like, I'm lonely, I don't want to be alone, this might be my last chance at love, they're willing to accept, like, certain things that they ordinarily wouldn't.
Yeah.
Whereas Taylor Swift's like, really not, truly and honestly, she could have anyone she wanted. And so if, say with Travis, something happens and she don't like it, she's not like, oh, well, that it's my last chance. I'll just, kind of whatever. If it's a big enough deal, I think she could walk and be just fine. Same thing with him.
Thing is that the things that she's been breaking up with, are they big deals, or is she just overreacting?
I don't think she's overreacting. I think if you're in that situation, you have every right to be picky.
Oh, for sure. But my thing is, she also uses her breakups in her career. That's part of her career. All of her songs.
I wish I could use my breakups in my career.
Yeah.
Doesn't really help when you're like trying to pay the doctors and stuff.
I use them to fuel my work ethic. Anger.
Interesting. Okay. That's a good one. Carter. High five.
Hey, way to go, Carter.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Thanks, guys.
No, so the reason I bring that up, do we think that they're going to last? So you've already said no.
I've said no.
Carter.
I mean, first, like straight off the bat, first of all, no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to this.
So
Honestly,
what he's saying is
I
he knows
don't either.
everything about this relationship inside and
He's
out.
been looking
As I
up.
delve into the stats. but no, I mean, like on a real note, I can't even analyze relationships down on my own peasant level. So superstar level, that's like a whole different ballgame.
Yeah,
but I will say though, I had never even heard about a Taylor Swift relationship until Travis Kelce. It wasn't until this started
Me
going on
neither.
that people were like, "Oh,
Travis
she's
Kelce.
dated these other guys before this," and I was like, "Oh, okay, I don't care. I never heard about that."
Yeah.
So that kind of makes me think like, I don't know, maybe this one's a little different. Maybe it will last.
Yeah. So I think it's going to last, and this is why. Tally and I have talked about this, and I think we're pretty in agreement on this too. So it's been sounded off with at least two people.
Okay. Yeah, well, we got numbers. Got
Yeah,
numbers.
we got numbers. So Joe Alwyn, again, he's an actor, but-
Alwyn.
but nowhere near the level that Taylor Swift is. Not even in his own field, right? In his own realm. Like
If
as far
he's in our line of work, we would call him poop butt.
in our line of work, we don't talk about him, right? And the thing is Travis Kelce in his world is one of the best and well known and respected people,
Yeah.
right? As a tight end, he's the best tight end in the league right now, undisputed.
He's actually a really good dude too.
No, and he's a really good dude.
I don't know if you've seen that documentary about
I haven't yet.
about him, but I've seen snippets of it, and it's
The Kelce one.
the Kelce one, yeah. Where his
that's right.
brother pretty much vouched for him, and dude, he
Yeah,
Yeah.
proved himself. It was pretty epic.
yeah. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Jason Kelce, Travis's brother, they went to college together.
Played
Jason and
for
Travis, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yep.
Cincinnati, and was it weed that got Travis?
Yeah,
and Kelce?
Travis was tested and he didn't pass.
Didn't pass. Was going to get kicked off of the team.
Did get kicked off.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did get kicked off the team. Wasn't going to be allowed back. And his brother Jason went and vouched for him and just said like, "You're going to want him."
And actually, when he got kicked off, he was a backup quarterback, and they were kind of using him as a
Like a utility player,
utility. Yeah, so he pretty much just run the ball out of
Like
shotgun and
almost like a wildcat
quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no. So, I mean, turned out great for him. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. And so the thing is Travis, he has all the money he'll ever need.
Yep.
He has all of the recognition that he'll ever need.
And actually, he's been going after Taylor Swift for quite some time.
And he has been going after Taylor Swift for quite some time.
Has he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He after
He was like DMing her after, or not DMing, but he was like tweeting at her after her show in Kansas City.
yeah. And this was like
Which
4
was
years ago.
Oh, 4 years ago?
Not this one I'm talking about.
Oh no, he's been like one of their Super Bowls they won. What was it? I think it was right after Tampa Bay,
Okay.
maybe. Which was that 2-3 years ago?
I think 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's kind of when he came up that he was like, yeah, I'm down bad for Taylor Swift.
Aren't we all?
That's exactly what he tweeted.
I'm down bad.
I'm down bad for T Swift.
Yeah, comma, I'm down for T Swift.
Down bad for T Swizzle, man.
So all you guys out there, if you're trying to get a girl,
Just tweet at him.
just tweet it.
Just tweet,
it.
I'm
Put it
down
out
bad
there.
for
You're
you.
down bad.
And I know listeners right now are yelling at me. I make a big deal about when people say tweet because it's not tweet. You don't tweet anymore. It's not Twitter
Do you call
anymore.
it? What do you
It's
call
X.
it? Xing now?
Posting on X.
Posting on X?
Yep.
I don't like that. You're Xing at somebody?
I won't lie. It sounds like an adult site when you're talking. I
Yeah,
was,
X.
I was
I
looking
just
at X
X'd at
last
you.
night.
Tell your Twitter she my ex now. Holy crap.
But no. So we got that, and I just think that this is one of the first people that Taylor Swift has dated that is like, without her, was already at the top of his game,
Yeah, for sure.
right?
He couldn't
And
have
so-
gained anything else. That Taylor Swift was his last mission.
And really, like, he did gain a lot from dating Taylor Swift, as we remember when it was official. Like he sold out like on jerseys.
Oh,
he
his
had like
jerseys.
he had
dude.
like
Yeah.
a 400%
Straight
increase
away.
in sales
That
on
is
jerseys,
insane.
and so like that is crazy.
There's a lot of Swifties out there for
Yeah.
sure that
Yeah.
They've never
Bought
seen a
out
game of
jersey.
they've never seen a down of football, and they own like 3 Travis Kelce jerseys.
yeah. Now
Uh,
that's the real
seriously.
question. You see a lot of stars that take on last names, famous last names. You know, do you think she would take on?
no, but he'll take on hers.
You think so?
Travis Swift? Are you
Travis
kidding me?
Swift.
Yeah. Okay.
He'd go down in history in the
Yeah.
record books. Travis Swift.
Travis Swift.
If he's smart, he'll do that.
Well, I mean,
I would change my entire name to Taylor Swift if she asked me to.
I
For the
don't know.
right
We
price.
need to get Travis on here. Ask him about it. Hey, they got a podcast of their own. Let's merge them up.
Is that my kid?
It's George.
Touchdown, Airbud.
Dang, he really wants to break in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
that's
a
why I
pack
thought
up
it was my
zombies.
kid. Is it like it was like rough? That'll be my cue to insert my George sound here. But
Speaking of their podcast, though, New
Well,
Heights.
yeah, we're gonna do a merger with them.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, we decided to have pity on them, and they're a new podcast. trying
And
to
they're,
break
I
in the
mean,
limelight,
they
so-
don't really have a lot of followers. They're not
Yeah,
really
so
that famous.
we just
so
decided to
we
throw
need to
'em a
bring
rope.
them up on the TMP. And
No, but jokes aside, I haven't listened to a ton of it yet, but I did.
I haven't
watch-
listened to any of it yet, and I'm a huge podcast guy.
Yeah,
so like I
same.
want to get into it.
I'm not a huge podcast
But
guy.
I did watch the Kelsey documentary, and just in general, like I just love their dynamic, Jason and Travis Kelsey, because
Oh,
it's so
Well, Jason's very much like a family man and
yeah,
soft spoken.
Exactly.
And Travis is a little more hectic.
Yeah. Well, and for me personally, I mean, I think to anyone who likes football, it's relatable.
Yeah.
Because you like football.
Yeah.
But to me, it's also like their dynamic reminds me so much of me and my brothers. I have 2 brothers, so obviously that's different numbers wise. But
So which Kelsey brother are you?
I would say I'm more of
You're
well,
a mix.
I guess
You're a
it's
mix.
TBD because
You're a mix.
I am kind of a mix, yeah. And then Alec, my oldest brother, is definitely Jason. He's Jason.
Yeah,
Kelsey all
he
the way.
for
He's a
sure
family
he's
man.
Jesus, and
And Zach
Zach
makes a
is-
good Travis,
Zach is Travis.
Zach is
man.
Travis to a T, man.
which is
Yeah.
funny because that's what Zach went as for Halloween this year was
Yeah.
Travis,
Killed it, too.
and he looked good. He like buzzed his head.
Yeah.
He got like the clip-on earring.
straight up like almost looked like a little mini me Travis Kelsey.
No, I thought it was Travis.
Travis
I
Kelsey
was
came to Snowflake to
the-
see the TMP podcast.
yeah. But I just followed the New Heights podcast.
Question: what happened to their dad? Where's their dad? The Kelsey's dad? Because I know, like Donna Kelsey, she's
Mom of the Year.
yeah, she's always at their games.
Not
I saw
unless you're
one-
Rhonda Solomon.
I saw the
course.
other day where she watched one's game, flew like 5 hours to the other,
God
watched
bless.
two NFL games in one day.
Luckily, though, the Chiefs were playing in New York at the Jets. So I mean, it was only like an hour and a half flight, or like hour and a half flight.
Was it?
but-
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a very
Okay,
short
I
flight.
thought it was a
To
5 hour flight, but yeah, that is pretty epic, man. She is definitely Mom of the Year. I did like one of the things that I freaking loved was the jersey that she had at
For
the
the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
That
Yeah,
was
the
half
double one.
Chiefs, half Eagles. That was pretty cool.
Swag.
That was actually a very good Super Bowl. That was a good watch. One of the better Super Bowls I've watched in a while.
Yeah,
The college national championships last year was Georgia and TCU, garbage. But the Super Bowl made up for what happened in that terrible national championship. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up the Kelsey's dad, and his name is Ed.
okay, is he still alive?
I think so.
He was in the documentary.
Yeah, I think he's still alive.
I wonder why he's just not prominent.
I know that they're separated. They're the mom and dad.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah.
So that's him.
Looks like a good fella. He's got the budget version of the double jersey. Just a Chiefs t-shirt and a Philadelphia Eagles jacket on the outside.
Well, and what's super interesting is he doesn't seem like he's very like active in their lives. Like Donna
I don't know.
Kelsey, she's always down on the field. The boys are giving her a hug, but you never hear about their dad like ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
man.
It might just be his personality though. I mean, a lot of people really are just like not built for that
That
publicity,
lifestyle.
You know.
Well, and that lifestyle, just
Yeah,
traveling
it's-
around all these games, and it's like I could just sit in my basement and watch.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Yeah, my dad actually has that same theory.
Really? Just
Like
that
he would
doesn't want
rather
it?
watch it on TV than actually go to a game.
Yeah.
There
yeah,
are some people like
exactly.
that, and I think for a lot of things, I'm probably more that way.
Yeah.
But if it's my kid, and I have the chance to go,
Oh, I'm going to every single game.
Yeah,
For sure.
exactly. But yeah, so that's that.
Let's get Ed on the podcast.
Let's get Ed on the
talk
podcast.
about
Let's
it.
get Ed. He's
Let's get Ed and Donna on here, and let's have them reconcile their differences here.
If anybody's qualified to lead them through this conversation, it's us three.
Come to
So-
TMP for some marriage counseling if you're interested.
Oh yeah,
We could offer some great marriage counseling and
I mean,
perhaps
you've got-
make you guys hate each other more.
You guys have a lot of different walks of life here. So
Yeah, for sure.
We can hit you from every angle.
You got 2 guys from Taylor. If that doesn't tell you something, then I don't know what
if we
does.
can't tell you about being down in the dumps, and how to get out.
Yep, absolutely. Look
I
at us.
can-
We're living in Snowflake, Arizona. We got a podcast. That's how you know we made it.
Made it
Yep.
big, man.
All right. Well, I have a review.
Okay.
So
Of the
Tom
po-
Smith, he's
Tom, he's back.
He's back.
So
So-
Psalms 6:13.
Yeah, but he didn't respond to that, and that's partially, I believe, due to the fact that he had a pretty nasty fall.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
He's been in the hospital,
No.
so our
Oh,
prayers
get
go
well,
out to
Tom.
him. And I heard, don't quote me on this, but I heard he's like doing like physical rehabilitation and stuff
Okay.
like that.
How bad was the injury?
I think it was kind of bad.
Okay.
So,
Dang.
but no, he left us another review, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
This was after the injury,
He's
so it
able
means
to.
he's able to leave
work
Tender
that
Mercies
phone.
podcast a review.
Thumbs are working.
Yeah.
100%.
So his the title of Tom's review: "Do my contact lenses deceive me?" And it says, "I'm burning for Austin."
Oh.
Great addition, fellas. As long as Joe pops in on every one. Short one today, as I'm busy. God bless in America. Peace. So that was Tom. And Tom, you know what? I appreciate that. That is, you took time out of your very busy and difficult schedule right now to leave us a review. And I truly do appreciate that. I'm holding back tears. I'm going to be 100% honest.
Yeah, shout out Tom.
I'm a little-
God bless, Tom.
If
Yeah.
you're burning for me while you're laying in a bed in the hospital, I appreciate it, man.
Also, might want to get that checked if you're burning and you're in the
Yeah,
hospital.
The
that-
hospital might just want to ask. Make sure.
Make sure that is Austin that you're burning for.
Yeah, make sure that's not a bad burn.
Let me see. I didn't see anything on Spotify, but I can always go and check.
What was the? Sorry, if you already left it. What was the date of that again?
On Monday, so
Oh,
that would have
Monday.
been what.
Okay, so he got to watch last week's episodes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
that's
Good for
great,
Tom.
man. Great,
Yeah.
good for Tom.
Let me get here. So I don't see any new replies or anything like that on Spotify.
Dang, when are people gonna start leaving voice memos?
I'm-
People of TMP podcast,
I'm itching.
you guys need to start leaving some voice memos. And like, if you want to be featured, this is your chance.
So there's a couple people here who have a chance to do just that. I have 2 shout outs. And I don't think either of these people know that the shout out is coming. But
Oh,
they're
yeah?
2 listeners. So if you hear your name, first of all, thank you. And we want to hear about how, and this goes for everybody listening, other than maybe Michael and Patrick, because I harassed them into listening to this podcast. But everybody else, we are genuinely interested in like hearing how you came to find this podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
well, Carter,
Anybody-
how did you come to find this podcast?
Oh, let me think.
Because
I know it was word of mouth, but I cannot recall who.
because you actually came, was it maybe to Colby? You told somebody, and it got back to me that you would listen to this, and I hadn't even posted about it yet because I was still a little nervous, like about how it
Yeah.
would come out.
Yeah.
And no, and you, like, I heard that, and I was like, how do people know about this podcast?
already.
Like,
Dang.
other than like people that I've told about it and that Joe has talked to about, and Joe and I had like talked about it off the podcast, and we couldn't like figure out who it was or like
Right.
how it came to be.
Yeah, man, I'm really trying to remember. I want to say it was one of my siblings that knew somehow. It wouldn't have been Kenzie.
Do they listen to this?
I don't know. I don't think so.
This
Actually,
might,
I think Alec
this might be this
Good
might
for
be,
Alec.
Yeah.
too
Alec, you're a
much
good
of
guy.
Alec's,
a,
Alec's a big podcast.
This might be
guy,
too
so-
much of an intelligent podcast for Kenzie and Judd.
Oh gosh, Kenzie listens to like crazy PhD science podcasts. So
She's a lot smarter than we
yeah,
are.
She's a brilliant woman.
No, she really is. That we're not laughing at
No,
that.
like,
she
yeah.
is like
yeah,
she is a
that's
genius.
why I'm saying
Genuinely.
that they are brilliant. I don't know. TMP is a little
Lighthearted for her.
yeah.
A little too
Yeah.
lighthearted.
But right up Alex alley though. I think Zach.
Right up
doesn't-
Alex alley. Oh my god.
Hey man, Alex, one of them. Alex, one of them. Ooh slabs. He was wearing a Jacksonville Jags
I
shirt
saw
the
that
other day. I was a
yesterday.
little disappointed.
Yeah, he likes the Jacksonville Jags. You know why though? There's kind of a backstory. Part of it is because he got sick of being disappointed by the Cardinals, and so he
He just
left-
picked a
left
team
the
on the
scene.
map.
Well,
So he went to the next worst team.
he went with Jacksonville because his wife's dad, so his father-in-law is from Jacksonville.
Oh, that's
Okay,
cool.
that's
Okay,
cool.
So
that's
it-
a little more respect.
So
to
it
it.
was
Um,
creating some unity with the in-laws.
Gotcha. No, I understand
Trevor, their quarterback, starting quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He reminds me of Pretty Boy from
that. Pretty
Oh,
boy.
yeah, Sunshine.
when the game.
Sunshine.
Yeah,
Ryan Gosling.
when
Is
the
that who that
game-
was?
No, it wasn't Ryan Gosling. It was some actor. I can't even remember. I don't think it was Ryan Gosling.
Remember the Titans, man. It's a good movie.
Because wasn't Ryan Gosling in Remember the Titans?
Was he really?
I don't think so.
I thought he was. Remember the Titans?
Now
Cast.
that I think about it,
Ryan Gosling was Alan Bosley.
Alan. I think that was Sunshine.
Sunshine.
you guys know. Oh, I can't remember his name, but you know the what was his name in Remember the Titans? The super big guy,
Oh,
Louis Lastic.
Louis Lastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You know his actor now is like shredded.
I've
yeah,
seen-
I've seen that.
So
I've
cool.
seen that. That is very awesome.
Oh, it's awesome. Good for him, man.
That's freaking crazy. I need to start juicing myself.
Yeah, so Alan Bosley.
Shout out Sam Nunley. I know you're juicing over there in Parvo, Utah.
Is Sam pretty huge right now?
No.
Oh.
He's just juicing. Does he still listen to the TMP podcast?
I don't know. I didn't know he ever did.
Give him a call.
No, so Alan
Even if it's for
Bosley.
Christmas, he's gonna be on it.
Sorry,
That's true.
Alan Bosley, Ryan Gosling's character, was not Sunshine.
Okay.
Not.
He was
I
the
didn't think
cornerback
so.
that kept getting
Do
toasted.
you have a picture? Oh no, I know. Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay. That guy. He was the one that was like jealous, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Absolute liability on defense.
Yep.
And then his racist dad is yelling from the stands.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Absolute W.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
hilarious.
but it doesn't tell me here who played Sunshine.
Gosh, Remember the Titans.
Great movie.
So good.
Really
So,
good movie.
Anyways, back to these shout outs. We
Um,
have Charlie Hodder. I don't know if that's how you say her last name.
I think that's
Haueter. Hauter.
Powder.
Hauter.
Beats
Otter.
me.
Hunter. I don't know. But Charlie, thank you for listening to the podcast and let us know how you found it. Go ahead and just send me an email. And I also heard that you have a list of things that you've been wanting to send in and you haven't yet.
I will encourage people not to be shy.
Oh, we love this. Like, you're not taking like any negative time out of our lives. We
No,
thoroughly
we
enjoy
do
this.
Love this. This is good for us.
Yeah.
We need a little other outside human interaction other than
Yeah.
us three. You know.
We've been in this podcast room for 3 weeks now.
We haven't left.
left.
My work keeps calling like, "Hey, are you coming back?"
My mom keeps calling. She doesn't know where I am.
Yeah, my wife keeps calling.
It
bringing
just
me
gets
dinner.
it gets more and more like serious down the line.
The cops keep calling.
The cops were called.
And then my second shout out goes, and actually this is second of three because I just got a text. But my second of three shout outs goes out to the neighbors that are from right here, where we're podcasting. Amanda Silverhorn.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
shout out.
Shout out.
She
Bookstore owner.
She listens.
No
she
way.
she works with Lindsay and texted Lindsay today and just said that she was listening to the podcast, thought it was funny.
That's awesome.
Okay.
So shout out to you, Amanda. Let us know how you found it.
Truly,
I wonder-
truly,
I imagine you probably found it from Lindsay sharing it, but
yeah.
sorry, go ahead, Carter.
I was gonna say she's an unsung pillar of the snowflake
She
community.
is.
Oh my
She
goodness.
loves
is.
everything.
God bless that
She's
woman.
a supporter of everything. She's
Runs the
awesome.
bookstore, supports all the sports teams.
She
so
the game in
actively.
Tucson. She made it to that.
Yeah, she left her job early to get down there.
She's got a son playing, I think.
Yes, I think she does.
Yeah, so shout out to
Yeah,
her
good
and all of
woman.
her support.
All right, and then my third and final shout out, unless someone else decides to text me right now, is Lisa. She probably has no idea that we're recording right now, but we talked about we talked about Subway on last Thursday's
yeah,
episode, I believe.
about
Yeah.
the tiles and the
Yep.
what Carter was
The
losing his
wallpaper?
mind.
So she Googled why is Subway called Subway, and then
Wait.
sent me a screenshot.
Do we know this, Lisa?
I do.
Okay. but-
Yeah,
Okay,
I know her
okay.
personally. She is the mother of some of my sisters, and good, and very close.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff.
why is Subway called Subway? And here's what Google gave her here. Did you know that the name Subway comes from the word submarine, which means underwater vessel? If you
So
observe
was I
clo- I
right?
think we were. I have no idea. I think
I
you
don't-
might have been.
I think I
I
might
don't
have
even
been.
remember what
Well,
position I had. in
we
the
might have to go back and
argument.
listen.
Yeah, we might.
But it says if you observe closely, the sandwiches sold at Subway have a similar shape to a submarine,
That was
and the
literally
name of
what
the
I
first
said.
branch of Subway was Pete's Submarines, which has the characteristic shape of the submarine. So then Lisa sent us that, and then said, "I didn't vet this on the website though, so take it with a grain of salt." And then she also just sent, "Loving your banter with your new co-host and the other guys. I do miss Joe though, so looking forward to his occasional appearances."
Yeah,
Don't we all miss Joe?
yeah, we all miss Joe.
I
Man.
just saw him
okay.
walk by.
He made a speedy recovery. Thanks for all the $100 bills that everyone sent in.
Huge.
Managed to
Um,
raise $50,000.
And
Yeah, we
he
were able
is
to get him his treatment.
Yeah.
alive and well.
He was putting up Christmas lights yesterday and shaving the hedges out there.
What a turnaround.
What a turnaround.
What a turnaround.
Well, we were out playing pickleball and
Yeah,
spike ball.
yeah.
He was out trimming the
Well,
hedges.
the
you
kids
know
play.
he's really well when he's doing it all by himself.
Dad
But
stuff.
yeah, so to our fans, we appreciate you. Little update on the behind the fence. We have a lot of it recorded, some of it edited. However, I did the interviews, like I said, and I'm gonna have to get rid of all of that audio and try again.
It got a little crazy.
It got nuts, and we would be run out of this earth if that audio got loose.
Yeah.
So-
Even with us, it got a little controversial. I can't even lie.
It did.
Yeah.
There were some things said, and
You've heard of Sports Center. Well, we're not them.
we don't have carte blanche to say whatever we want.
We don't have that.
Actually, Michael Penix for Washington State.
The quarterback.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
I saw something on ESPN the other day, and some people call him Michael Penix. And one of the announcers took that to the extreme, and said, "Big Penix energy."
An announcer said
Yeah.
that in a game?
Yeah, I've got a video I'll have to show
No
you guys.
way.
But yeah, the big Penix energy.
That's another sound clip.
Wow.
Yeah.
In this day and age, that is a bold move.
Well,
He's not announcing anymore.
the
Yeah, I
whole
figured
world is
not.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
I have no
now.
idea.
Goodness gracious.
What'd you just say?
The whole world is Sodom and Gomorrah now, so it's allowed.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, ESPN's starting to get brave. I've seen a couple things.
Trying to fit in with the younger crowd.
Yeah, they're a little messed up.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that for me, that's all that I've got. Unless you guys. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Everyone, slow down. We still have to have Spike Ball final thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Actually, do we have them until Spikeball actually?
I'm gonna
sponsors us?
I'm gonna give them like a little sample tasting. We'll do a couple
Okay.
episodes with the
Yeah.
final thoughts, so that they get a feel that we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So Spike Ball final thoughts. We talked about what is the right tension for the net. I believe was what
Yeah, that was
we
the
talked
last
about.
Yeah.
So the right tension for the net. I mean, first and foremost, it is a personal preference. However,
For sure.
I do believe that there are some things to consider. If you're playing with guys like Joe and myself, we don't got the backs to bend over and graze the grass while we're trying to play. We
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
And so do we want to be rolling around the grass all day? No. So what do you got to do? You got to tighten it up.
Trey only does that one day a week, like he's practicing for his dog.
Yes.
Yeah, when he's scouting things out in the
Yep,
backyard.
scouting in the backyard. And no, so a good rule of thumb is that if you hold it at chest level and drop it, and you can get 3 distinct bounces off of the net, not just like sitting on the net bouncing, but where it comes off of the net. you get 3 distinct bounces, that's perfect.
Okay.
Because that makes for good rallies, it makes for good hard hits, and it makes also, I believe, a lot easier to distinguish whether or not you have a pocket or a rim shot. So,
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
so that's for me, that's ideal. Ideal, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Ideal
playing
tautness.
tautness. Me myself, I like a nice taut net.
Taut.
Taut.
T-A-U-T. Taut.
Carter, get up in that mic.
Taut. It sounded like when you like make the dictionary say a word.
Taut.
Taut. Well,
Taut.
What do you think,
sorry,
Carter?
are you done? on
No,
stuff?
no.
Go ahead, sorry.
No,
I
keep
was
going.
just
Yeah,
practicing
we don't
saying-
want
I was just
we don't want
practicing
Carter to
saying my
talk.
word.
You're just
taut.
taut. You're just taut
I
over
was
there.
just totting around. No, I do like a nice taut net, but I also like the ball to be just a little flatter. I don't want the ball too
Oh, really?
like aired up.
Okay.
I like it just to have a little bit of squish to it, but taut net.
No, I like a good aired up ball. Well, okay, I don't want that sucker that if I pinch it, it's gonna fly out of my fingers because it's so aired
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
But like, I do like a ball that like very little give in my, I don't even know how you would measure that, but just like it's not loose, but
Yeah.
it's not like flat, but it's not over aired.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. I guess that's what I'm on, but I also, I like a ball that's like you aired it up, just aired it up to pretty taut.
And then let a little out.
And
then
then
you just pull a little
no,
Tom
you
Brady
put it,
on that
you
sucker.
throw it- that
Deflate
or
us out here.
throw it in the closet for a couple of weeks. And
That's perfect.
That's
Let that sucker age.
Yeah, I gotta let it age like a fine wine.
And that's why Tom Brady did as good as he did.
Boom.
Let those balls age for a while.
God bless the
let
deflatriots.
those balls age, man.
Oh,
All
I
right,
like
Carter,
that.
what do you think?
Well, first of all, I concur with the slightly, like, get the ball real inflated, and then just a touch below that. But honestly, I think that's more for the passing game than
Yes.
than the actual hitting.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd
When
say
you got-
passing is a big part.
Yeah, when you got a really inflated ball and you try to pass it, you'll
send it
freaking
flying, yeah.
home run grand slam that sucker. It just without even
Home
trying.
run grand slam that
Yeah,
sucker.
man.
Yeah.
That's
As you can
that
tell,
is
I did not
another
play
sound. That's another
baseball.
bit right there.
But as far as the net, I think overall I would agree. I don't want it like super tight to where every single play it's going over someone's head.
Yeah.
But I want it tight enough to where when you hit those good shots, you're gonna get running around because that's the part that I like the most.
It's all
when
in
you're-
them fingertips.
when you're
man.
running around and trying to get it back. But that being said,
You get to be a little bit of an athlete, but you don't have to try super hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you can
exactly.
impress some people standing on the porch or something.
yeah, exactly.
But Spikeball's not reaching out to you to come play in their professional
yeah,
tournaments.
you're not making the highlights.
Now, if it was me and Taryn playing,
Then
then we would be.
they send you over to Slamos.
Call Taryn.
Oh, come on.
Call
man.
Taryn right now. Speaking of which, Tuesday we called Taryn. We didn't get
We'll
an
see if he'll
answer. And then as soon as we ended, he had called Carter
called.
and Taryn. Or he called Taryn. Oh my goodness.
Taryn is
Called
a
Austin and
multiple offender of
Phone
not
tag.
answering phone and then call back. And then
He
answering phone.
promised us, but I think if I remember right, we called him. We ended up getting in touch with him after the episode.
Yeah.
We asked him if he was a listener.
And then that was
and
it.
That's it.
No. I'm seeing like that's all we talked about.
Oh yeah.
But go ahead and finish the story because this made me laugh.
Yeah. Well, basically, he gave us some spotty answers at first, but eventually we weeded it out of him. that
Typical
He
Taryn.
hasn't listened to a minute of the podcast.
Give us some spotty
he tried to pull a little Taryn used car salesman
used
on
car
us.
salesman, typical stuff.
But
by
basically,
Taryn
we
Green.
saw right through the ruse. He hasn't watched any of the podcast.
But we gave him a challenge.
Yeah. He promised us that he would, I think, at least watch something before.
We don't even remember the challenge.
I
remember the
don't
promise.
either,
I
because-
know it. I know it included that he would watch something of TMP by
Gotcha.
the next time that we called,
Which is today.
which is today.
Are we calling him right now?
So that's
Alright.
why. That's just the setup.
That
We're
was
about to
Taryn was
interrogate
the
this
last
man.
person I called.
That was so funny because he's like,
I'm not caught up.
I'm not caught up.
It's like,
So we
I
asked him
haven't
about it. He
started
goes,
yet.
oh, I didn't even listen to it. There you go. You're getting some good sound on that.
Yeah, that's some good audio.
Might want to get it like away from your shield there.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's Sunday night, so he's probably hanging with his wife.
What did we call it yesterday? He's what did we say he was doing? We had a term.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we said something where I was like, ooh, I
Something.
thought to myself I might have to
Might
edit
have
this
to
out.
cut that.
He's playing spike ball or something. Oh, he's playing pickleball.
Pickleball. He is in Provo. Very popular there. Very popular in
Yes.
Provo. But
I don't know what we said.
Playing pickleball.
don't recall.
He was slamming the pickleball. I don't know.
I love slamming the pickleball.
Yeah.
At least
but-
he had the decency to let you ring. That boy just sends me to voicemail, man. Straight up.
Darren straight up violates Carter on
He
multiple
just treats me like a
occasions.
dirty rag, man.
Dirty old.
When there's a mess to be cleaned, he'll
Taryn,
grab you,
Taryn,
but
if
that's
you're
it.
listening to this, which you're probably not due to your track record, I thought our friendship meant something, but I guess I was wrong.
Oh no.
If I'm wrong, call me, prove me,
Wow.
me.
Now this will really decide if he watches the episode.
I ain't getting no phone call, man.
Probably not.
Oh, that's funny.
Taryn, he sits at home. He's a stay-at-home husband.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too. His dad's business supplies him with that.
Good for him.
He gets to game on his computer while also working. He's living
Okay.
it pretty nice.
Good for him.
He's paying all the bills though, and that's what matters.
Yeah, he's paying the bills.
So
Gets it done.
Awesome. Well, that was Spike Ball's final thoughts. Next week, we're going to discuss one hit versus two hit versus three hits. What's the best strategy? So,
I've got some good answers for that.
well, you'll hear about Austin's good answers next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, tune in.
Well, it's been a real good pleasure being here on a Sunday evening.
Has been.
We got here a little late because my sister was busy signing her life away to go play D1 college volleyball at Fresno State. or
Whatever, dude.
I've
so-
been there. Yeah. Back in my
Carter
day.
was the only.
But
The
you know,
second
just to
guy.
shout out my sister, give her a shout out. The second player in 18 years
So
to go
cool.
D1 straight out of high school from Snowflake.
It's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
It's awesome.
The other guy's playing in the PGA or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
Phil,
first guy.
Phil
I don't know.
Mickelson.
Yeah, Phil, whatever his name is. Actually, I'm curious. We'll give that guy a shout out. What was his name? I've Googled this guy before because
I know I've heard my dad talk about him,
yeah,
but I can't recall.
Is Kay into golf, man? Is he a golfer?
He's not now, but when I was younger, every Saturday morning you could catch my dad on our old Xbox playing Tiger Woods golf, man. Every time. And he was good at it, man.
Okay, so he's a TW fan, huh?
I guess. I don't know. I think he used to keep up with them.
Let's hope he doesn't, follow and try to.
He
take
doesn't.
some
I mean,
notes out
to
of
be
his
to
book.
be clear, my dad does not play golf.
I
Like-
can't.
Well,
golf to save my
obviously he
life.
does.
Yeah.
He played on the Xbox.
on
That's
the
close
Xbox,
enough.
he's a gamer. He's somewhat of a gamer, Kay Solomon. But for anyone who knows my dad, that's
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't do the same. Do the old term that fathers say: "Do as I say, not as I do." That do not follow in Tiger Woods' footsteps. Anybody listening out
I
there?
don't even know what he's up to nowadays.
He's just a silly little goose.
You know?
All right. Well, we might have to get you that name later. Let's see. Last chance. Yeah, I'll have to get that name to you later. But yeah, so my sister, second athlete in the last 18 years to go D1 for.
It could have been
Out
me.
of high school.
It could have been me, but I just said no. I'm good."
Well, I definitely stepped forward after he said that and said, like, I definitely should have gone D1.
yeah, for volleyball.
Volleyball, football, basketball, golf, wrestling,
Croquet,
chess.
Chess,
Yeah,
chess.
like-
swim team.
Swim-
when the snowflake
Band.
pool was shut down.
We didn't have a pool.
They filled it just for you.
And I had already graduated high school, got married, had a kid. No, but yeah, so congrats to her. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. So signing off with a little bit of a later Lobos.
Later, Lobos.
Later Lobos.
Later, Lobos. Bye.